everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dori, I'm a teacher of English, and today's video is about academic writing task 1 and more specifically about a graph. I've already told you the strategy you follow and numerous tips about academic writing task 1 using a diagram as an example, and you can watch these videos over here in this link. But now, if you're ready, let's go and check out a graph.
Okay, this is your topic here for a graph in academic writing task 1. So the first thing you do is to read the topic. So let's read it together. The graph below shows the weekday volume of people buying coffee in a central coffee house in New York and one in Chicago from Monday to Friday for February 2009. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where necessary. Okay, and then we have a look at the graph, just a look. And the second thing we do is to underline keywords, as always, in the topic. So what are we going to underline in this case? Well, the weekday volume of what? Of people buying coffee in a central coffee house, okay, in New York and in Chicago. Chicago, yes, from Monday to Friday, February 2009. Okay, this is what we need to underline. As always, the first paragraph is going to be our introduction, where we'll paraphrase the topic. So nothing more, nothing else, and the underlined keywords will guide us with that. If you need extra help on this, on writing an introduction for academic writing task 1, you can watch this video over here. I will put the link. Now, in our second paragraph, we're going to select and report the main features, as it says here. This is what we're going to do in our second paragraph after the introduction. Nothing complicated. So now it's time to actually read the graph a little bit more carefully. Okay, so what can we see here? In this vertical line over here, from 0 to 500 is the number of people in hundreds, and the horizontal line from 6 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the evening is the time of the day, okay, that people go and buy coffee. The green line of the graph is, as you can see here, Chicago, and the blue line of the graph is about New York, all right? So, in this case, what can we see? At 6 o'clock in the morning, the consumption of coffee is quite low, both for New York and Chicago. Of course, New York is higher. Then, as time goes by, the consumption steadily increases and reaches its peak at 8 o'clock. Over here, for both cities, New York is always steadily higher, of course. While we reach noon, over here the consumption drops again, and then after some time, at about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, steadily increases again, at least in New York. It is more significant over here. When we move on to evening hours, the consumption has dropped significantly for both cities, only to rise again at 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, and then to drop again. Okay, these are the main points you need to refer to in this paragraph. Nothing more, nothing else. You just summarize what you can see, the main changes in the graph. Okay, and this is how we read a graph. Nothing fancy. Just remember to refer to both New York and, of course, Chicago. Now, in our second paragraph, we can compare this consumption for both cities. The first obvious comparison we can make is the fact that the coffee consumption is much greater in the morning than in the afternoon, when it significantly drops. You don't have to talk about each and everything. Just choose some very significant points, okay? And of course, don't forget to compare New York with Chicago, the easy part here is that they move accordingly. They increase together, they drop together, and it is the same thing, but you can talk about the fact that New York's coffee consumption is always higher than Chicago's. So these are the kinds of comparisons you make in the second paragraph. Nothing difficult, I suppose.
For useful vocabulary in relation to academic writing task 1, you can watch this video over here. And well, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any comments or questions here or in Facebook, Twitter and Google+, I've added all 3 links down below in the description box. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck with your exam.